Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here.
Well, I was shocked, blown away, and completely taken back in this video. At the end of the video, I would like your comment. Don't sneak away too early, because at the end, maybe you'll be shocked too and see what the outcome of this video is all about. One of the things that we do here, once a month, approximately, we go on a hacienda hunt. Well, hacienda, what it is, it actually started in the time the Spaniards came over to Mexico to conquer Mexico. And the rich Spaniards were deeded and given land, and in that land they built ranches. And they built big, huge houses, luxury homes. And also they farmed it. They produced, maybe it was beef or agriculture, whatever it was. And that's what they did, is they were become merchants. Well, they have been all deteriorated and tore down and everything. You know, so we're looking at, 200 years ago. And some of the remnants are still there. And so last week we went on one where it actually was a gold mine. The remnants of the house structure, main structure of the hacienda, where the people lived, it was all tore down. And so what we were doing is just walking around and looking at how they were mining for gold. It looked a little weird because they were doing a lot of shoveling of dirt and sifting it. And I think what they were doing is letting the gold settle to the bottom, and they would go through and take out the gold. But we like to go there as a group and just, check out the history of Mexico. So this last week we had a great time checking out the haciendas.
Regular routine, I like to go for walk in the morning, early in the morning, like around 7:30, and it's my routine walk for good health, my knee, and it very help. At least I can get 10,000 steps a day or more.
And it's great because we get out in nature like we are right now, see the beautiful lake, see the birds, hear the birds, and the sounds that are around here. So these morning walks are quite invigorating for health, and also it's a time of maybe even self-reflection or meditation. And so by just being out here in nature and walking and be a part of nature, it's so important of a time for us, huh?
Yeah, it's very important for me. I like a walk, close to the lake and look at the nature, the flower, the grass, and all the green. This time of year is beautiful walk.
Now, today, what I'm going to show you is a situation where actually it shocked me. And I want you to stay tuned and see what the interview that we did. Move to the next part of this video. We're going to show you the interview. This is a relocation video. What a relocation video is, people come down, they book a day with me, and I show them the whole area. And so that's where we're starting. We're going to go into a relocation, and stay tuned to the end and I want your comment because I know it'll shock you also. Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels, and I want to introduce you to Alex. Would you recommend somebody taking Jerry Brown Travel relocation tour?
Yeah, I would highly recommend someone taking the Jerry Brown relocation tour.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if you want to be ahead of the game, know where things are, not feel lost, feel familiar, and then make sure you have another day after the tour to go back into all those places. Yeah. We went back up to the hospital as an example. We went to the banks. We went back to the Lake Chapala Society. We walked back through those areas, right? Yeah. And then it felt like, okay, we know where we're at.
Right.
We got the lay of the land. This is over here. That's over there.
Right.
And everything that we needed was within a 10-block radius.
Right.
That's one of the beautiful areas about this. I think you called it the golden zone.
Yeah, right. Alex has an interesting story that you had concerns about your mother living in Mexico, and you wanted to come here and do a relocation tour with us. Tell them what the backstory of that, your idea of what you were looking at, coming here.
Yeah, so my mom lives in a great little beach town called Los Marcos, and it's just north of Puerto Vallarta, Sayulita area. And it was a great place for her in the beginning. Came during the winter months, December, and she made it through to June, July, and then the heat and the humidity and that. And so she thought, wow, this is a bit much. Staying inside more, not moving as much. And so what she realized when she would go out, she just didn't have the fitness and the conditioning, and she'd get overheated very quickly.
Yeah.
So she endured that and made it through an entire year season. Well, now here we are on that second round of June, July, and the same things are happening again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Please subscribe, thumb up, or make a comment.
Yeah, it's brutally hot during the summer months along the beach.
Yeah.
And the humidity and stuff like that. So, okay, so your concerns was about your mom, her health, and her energy, and just her excitement about living.
So then I actually started doing research, and I found a few videos of you and Lori. And I found a lot of videos of a lot of people. I felt the most connected to the way you guys were, the fun, the humor, and the lightheartedness. And so that's what kind of led me back to Ajijic. And I said, Mom, what do you think about us taking a week to go check out Ajijic and see what that feels like during this hot time?
Okay. So concerns for your mom, that's great. Good son. Now, I know when we first met and I was introduced to your mom, she mentioned that certain things were her priority, reasonable rents, food, quality of food, open market, medical care. What are some of the other things your mom's concern was about?
Yeah, well, the weather, possibly not having so much humidity, and everything that you just shared was there.
We visited Lake Chapala Society.
That's right.
And she instantly, as we walked through the gate, she started meeting people. And we were able to look at the library, the largest English library in Mexico, showing her the different activities that are there. On the tour, we were able to go to show you some, like the medical facilities, the hospital that's right here in Ajijic. Another concern that she had was more or less walking distance. She's a walker, loves to walk. So I was presenting areas that she could walk to. Walk to, let's say, banks, medical facilities, hospital, restaurants, bus service, all the things that would be easy for her to get around, and also showing her some of the neighborhoods where she could walk.
So first off, on the tour, as you were sharing, we loved all the recommendations that you and Lori were making about the restaurants and getting us familiar where this is where the pharmacy is, this is where the Lake Chapala Society is, and the resources inside of Lake Chapala Society were amazing. I was so impressed, and my mom, as she was looking at it, talking to people, where the bank was, we loved the proximity to all of the various areas. We saw, as you were pointing out a couple areas, my mom warmed up to a couple types of residences that she thought could work for her.
Would you say that your mom and yourself received value, for what you paid for the tour and stuff like that? Do you feel that it was worth the tour?
Yeah, the tour was well worth it. In fact, I'm sure people wouldn't want me to say this, but I felt it was what we got for that was, I expect to pay 2 or 3 times more. Okay. So even, I don't know if people know what your rates are, but I'll tell you, it was fantastic. Yeah, and for me, and I just want to say this, I'll let my mom speak for herself if she wants to, but for me, it's to have someone be able to, that knows the town, that knows the areas. It fast-tracked us probably a year or 2 of what it would have taken to know the various things. All three restaurants that Lori had recommended, we've gone to 2 of the 3 so far. 100% perfect recommendations.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we loved it. It was the best my mom actually had
Oh, nice.
in all the places she'd been in Mexico, where the 2 restaurants we went to
Great.
already.
Well, we've lived here for 17 years, and in the last 5 years, things have changed for the positive. Now we have 3 hospitals here. Okay, before we only had 1, and it was always tricky to find a doctor, who you could trust, and where do you get your medication? Where's the cheapest place to get medication? Who maybe you want a computer service, somebody that can help you out with your computers, and where to buy a car. These services that we've learned, it's just like you said, I know that I'm giving it at least 1 year's head start on what I'm able to show them. All the markets, all the food markets, all the things that they don't have to take a bus someplace and find out that it's nothing there, So I feel good offering this service because Lori and I like helping people. And so it's taking the knowledge we have and instilling it in like a day tour. We are doing a lot of things, and and it is a lot to digest. And that's a great suggestion, to go back and revisit those places and see for yourself. Then you feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, really grateful for how you guys explain things, how you and Lori explain things, the recommendations, how friendly you were, how comfortable you
Our
felt.
objective is to create a tour that's customized to people's needs.
You did ask a lot of great questions about what our needs were. Yeah.
So that way, it's not me, doing a rope tour and driving you around and this and this and this. I want to know what interests you. Then that's going to be more value to you. I take a lot of pride in doing that. And I think it's interesting because Ajijic isn't always, a fit for certain people. And we'll see your mom, how she will feel.
I don't think I want to live here, and that's what she said. And it was a moment of, okay, we're on this tour to check out the area, to see the various neighborhoods, to see what the possibilities are. And I discovered more through stopping and checking in with her, that she was just having all these thoughts about, I've got such a good community in Lo de Marcos, all the people that I've made in relationships and friends. I don't think I'm ready to leave there. So there was this real, and her heart just wasn't in the tour any longer, not because she didn't find it beautiful and everything. It was just, she started getting in a little anxiety about leaving her community that she was in.
And that's a valid thing. and Lo de Marcos has such beautiful beaches. And it seemed like also she wasn't so much interested in a larger community, which this is. And that maybe that gave her some second thoughts. She'll digest it. She'll get the experience of actually being here, which was very good, that you've done that, brought her here, and she can go back and then really have a real, objective view of it, not feeling maybe pressured or anything like that. It'll be a decision she makes by herself. Do you think that you're sort of more leaning towards that direction? Because the thing, Ajijic in this area is not for everybody.
Yeah.
People who love the beach, they like to come here, but they love the beach.
That's right.
So what do you think? You think mom's gonna want to?
She's gonna visit Lo de Marcos during the better weather. I think we'll just end up probably getting her an Airbnb there. It's up to her, right?
Yeah.
But that's what it feels like to me.
Okay.
I think that she'll probably be back here. I think she'll go back to Lo de Marcos, feel that weather, and realize that there is no English. There's not as much English-speaking community, and there's not as many things to do.
Alex, let me show you a little clip that I made about Lo de Marcos and how much we enjoyed it there. I think the viewers will enjoy it.
Great, Alec. That
Thank you
was
so
great.
much.
Yeah.
If you want to see a new video, Saturdays at 12 noon California time. Also, if you would like to book an appointment, see the booking on the left, tap on it. And also look in the description for more information about booking tours. It could be relocation or it could be a phone consultation tour. We'll definitely show you a safe way to come to Mexico.
So last week I said that we were going to skip and not have a video every week. I couldn't help myself. I love producing videos. I love sharing them with you, and I'm sort of addicted to it. And so it was hard for me to stay away. So next week we'll probably start the program where we'll be doing it every other week, and it'll be on Saturdays at 12 noon California time when we do produce another video. So stay tuned for that. And when you subscribe, hit the bell notification, and then you'll be alerted when our new videos are available for you.